A very good morning and welcome to Channel NTV. I'm Chichi Kosi and here are the latest of your news update. The Department of Basic Education has begun an urgent consultations with online schools to finalize a policy and regulatory framework. Speaking to Aris Katz is also explaining how this will impact some players in this sector.
And the public needs to be sure that where they're registering their children, that in fact that school has the necessary infrastructure, it has the necessary teaching and learning resources, it has the necessary investment in technology that they're able to support the learners. And the kind of guidelines that are being produced at the moment through the legislation address issues exactly such as those. For example, that you would have to have the financial muscle, that you would have to have registration, they'd have to have staffing, you'd have to have infrastructure for support. So all of those are welcome in terms of the legislation to.
And also in other news, police are guarding entry to a special needs school in Orange Farm. Pupils of Juzenendlela were not also able to start the academic year yesterday. Speaking to one community leader, he had this to say.
Into esizelela asiqali namhlanje. Sithi sinegotiate ngoSeptember last year. Sinegotiatela into eyi-1. Lesikole thina sisebenzeli. Basibiza nge-special school, isikole sama-slow learner. While sina batwana abala ngaphakathi. Okumele manje ba-cross i-Golden Highway ukuthi bayofuna izikole kwamanye amalokishi while sinesikole singaphakathi. Labatwana bezela njengoba nawe uzibonele kufika amabhasi. Akusiba abatwana bala. Abatwana babalanda kwamanye ama-extension. Bebalethe la kulesikole ukuthi bazofunda kulesikole babizwa ngama-slow learner. We don't have slow learners here. Abatwana esinabo laba right bafuna ukufunda kuphi kulesikole. That is only our demands.
South Africa may be ready to transition from treating COVID-19 as a pandemic to an endemic disease. This means that the virus will now be treated similarly to flu. The health department is expected to make recommendations on this very soon. Let us hear what some experts had to say.
Not just the health department that influences these things, it's not just our advisors. As you quite rightly said, there are economic and societal issues. But I think we're all ready now to move away from what we've been dealing with. So while we remain cautious, we remain very alert about another variant, and we watch what goes on with the positive tests around the country. I think it is time that we start moving into more of an endemic mode, and that is.
Acting Chief Justice Raymond Zondo is saying that he expected attacks on the judiciary, but then he didn't think it would come from a cabinet minister. Zondo was responding to a tourism minister, Lindiwe Sisulu's comments in a recent article. Here's what Chief Justice Raymond Zondo had to say.
One of them does what Mr. Sulu has done. It is up to them to decide what to do. But I want to say, I find this conduct on the part of a senior member of the ruling party, a senior member of parliament, a senior member of the executive, completely unacceptable. And it would be a pity if it was allowed.
And lastly, a group of healthcare workers from the Eastern Cape are saying that they feel let down by the government because their contracts have not been renewed. The healthcare have been hired to treat COVID-19 patients in the province, and some of them are still have also squatted outside some of the gates looking for help. Let us hear what one of them had to say.
Hello, now in the National Department of Health has failed us because the reason is still up. They understand all the problems that's a province in, but we see that now they are playing the cover up. As I speak with you, Mr. Joe Pasha was here yesterday. We waited more than 24 hours because we slept here on Tuesday, but he didn't even have a decency to come and address us.
These are some of the news we have gathered for you at this hour as Channel NTV. Mnotro Mabuza will be taking you at 12 o'clock to give you some of your latest news. And do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel by searching for Channel NTV.